Morning children, how are you all? Hope you all have completed your notes which I have given in the last chemistry class. Now let us move on to the last portion of this chapter, that is applications of chemistry or uses. We have in this chapter we have already discussed some of the uses or applications of chemistry. Do you remember them? Yes, what are they? The food and agriculture section, then processed food, your favorite chips, chocolates, etc. Then minerals and petroleum, and the use of chemistry in industry, then medicines, cosmetics, your favorite talcum powder, creams, etc. Then clothings, the dresses we are using. We have already discussed about the use of chemistry in all these sectors. Now today, let us move on to the remaining field where we can see the use of chemistry. That is building materials, transport, communication device, then national defense, recreation, and finally energy resources. So out of this field, building material, transport and communication device, these three terms are very familiar to you, isn't it? Okay, now I think only a little unfamiliar terms here are the national defense, recreation and energy resource. You might be thinking, what is the use of chemistry in this field? Okay, let us see now the use of chemistry in these fields one by one. Now let us see the examples of some building materials, that are the raw materials used for construction of bridges, roads, buildings, etc. Cement, steel, glass, paint, etc. Then the next use is in the transport field. See, any vehicle, whether it is on road, in water or in air, need fuels to run. So fuels are the substances which on combustion means burning or reaction with oxygen, produce large amount of heat energy that can be used. And this energy we are using in vehicles to run. For example, LPG, that is the cooking gas, then petrol, diesel, etc. Now the next use is in communication devices. Example, mobile phone, telephone, radio, etc. See, they consist of plastic body parts, then metallic wires, etc. They are all gift of chemistry. And next application is in the defense sector. So chemistry have been used to produce various weapons, chemical weapons, and many explosive devices like TNT, then phosgene. It is a gaseous weapon, then laughing gas, etc. are all used as weapons in defense sector. The next use is recreation. Materials, the sports materials like football, cricket bat, etc. Then substances used for photographic film. They are all the gifts of chemistry. Now, another use of chemistry is in the energy field. That is, the energy resources of the world are mainly petroleum, coal, wood, nuclear fuels, etc. Then there are also alternative sources of energy like solar energy, ocean energy, biogas, etc. And all these are also studied under chemistry for the future need of the world. So thus we can see that the progress of the humankind or human race is dependent on the development of chemistry also. Here are the list of some important scientists who have worked in the field of chemistry and their achievements also tabulated here. See, just children go through this. It is a general information for you which you will find use in quizzes, etc. Children, till now we discussed about a wide use of chemistry, isn't it? But there are some dark sides also for chemistry. The gift of science has been misused by some people. You know that everything has some positive and negative side. In the same way, the chemistry, the science chemistry has also positive side and negative side. Actually, chemistry doesn't have negative side, but the people using the principles and the application of chemistry, they are using it for wrong purpose also. So, such things will endanger the human kind. That is, it will be causing danger to the mankind. There are some misuses of chemistry which endanger or causes danger to mankind. Or we can also say they are crippling the human society. Crippling the human society. What do you mean by crippling? That is amputing or loses. For example, in the case of a person who has hurt his leg, hand, etc., we will say that he is a crippled man. So, in the same way, crippling human society. So, let me inform you about such dark side of chemistry too, so that you should be aware and we should not use any gift of science for bad things. The gifts given to us by science we have to use in positive manner for the benefit of mankind only. That is what you should understand as a student of chemistry from this topic. So, there are many medicines. One of the important thing is misuse of drugs. Misusing of drugs by the people. See the drugs. So you have heard daily, you are hearing in newspapers, articles, etc. about this drug addiction. Isn't it? So that is the misusing of drugs. Some drugs which are actually meant to treat certain diseases, they will be misused, especially some drugs which are used to treat mental disorders. See, some people having mental disorders, the drugs which the doctors prescribe for them will be misused by such people, and they are taking it in overdose. So, for some funny or bad effect. That is one point I have to tell under this heading, misuse of drugs. Then many you might have heard the names, brown sugar, cocaine, LSD, etc. are all bad effect of or dark side of chemistry. That is, there are the misuse of drugs have occurred. In the same way, many harmful explosive, the discovery of many harmful explosive. We have discussed the use of chemical weapons, etc. in the national defense, under the heading national defense. But these explosives are also misused to kill humankind or mankind in large numbers. Can you give me any example where the misuse of these explosives have occurred? Misuse of explosives. Yes, the incident of atomic bombing in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You might have studied it in your history. The atomic bombing occurred in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the towns of Japan. The bomb was dropped by America, Actually, it is one of the bad or misuse of chemistry. And till now the people or that place is suffering from this effect. When I am talking about the dark side of chemistry, see, this dark side of chemistry or the bad effect of chemistry, we have heard a lot about this term in our own district. Can anybody tell me? Yeah, have you heard the term endosulphur? It is always, we are reading it always in newspapers, the victims of or the sufferers of endosulphur in Kasaragod district. Actually, endosulphur was a pesticide dropped in the cashew plantations. The helicopter sprayed the pesticide, and actually what happened? All the lakes, rivers, etc. in the area surrounding that plantation were polluted, and the people also, people living in and around that plantation area were all affected by this harmful pesticide, that is endosulphur. And even now the children born in that area are in crippled manner. See, some will have, everybody will be having some disorders. So that is the, I am telling in brief about that endosulphur incident. So that is also one of the dark side of chemistry where misuse of chemistry has taken place. The great scientist Alfred Nobel discovered the explosive dynamite, and he was called as the merchant of death. The title given to that scientist was merchant of death. And he felt or he regretted about his discovery in his later years. He was very sorry to discover such explosives, harmful explosives, which the country used to kill hundreds of people. So, regretting his discovery of dynamite and such harmful explosives, he later founded an organization, and which in turn led to the formation of this Nobel Prize. And every year on his death anniversary, the people or the great scientists in the, who contribute in the field of physics, chemistry, medicine, peace, etc. are rewarded. There are some abbreviations are given. These are the names of some chemicals. See, actually you need not by heart it. Just for your understanding, I have given it here. See, sometimes some multiple choice questions you can meet from this section. That's all. So, TNT is the name of an explosive, that is trinitrotoluene. It is the chemical name. Then DDT, it is an example of a pesticide, and the chemical name for that is dichloro-diphenyl trichloroethane. And next, BHC, this is also another pesticide, that is benzene hexachloride. And LSD, it is a drug actually, and lysergic acid diethyl amide, that is the chemical name of LSD. Then RDX, it is a powerful explosive, that is rapid detonating explosives. We have seen the wonders of chemistry actually, isn't it? Many uses, wide range of uses you have come across. Then also the place or instance where misuse of chemistry has taken place, that also I have mentioned here. See, when we take the example of human body itself, it is also another wonderful chemical factory. Each process undertaken by the different organ system in our body, there also we can see the application of chemistry actually. For example, digestion. The details of these things you will be studying in biology in your higher classes most probably. So children, with this we are coming to the end of this chapter. So now complete your notes, and next chemistry class you will be having a class test on this chapter. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.